Today I would present on what is Amanah Raya. Amanah Raya Berhad is a trust company incorporated under the Company Act 1965 and established under Public Trust Corporation Act 1995. On 1 August 1995, the company began operation. Previously, Amanah Raya Berhad was a government department known as Department of Public Trust. Amanah Raya roles and functions include inheritance administration, trust management, and will service. When someone dies, his or her assets and debt need to be collected and managed, and the inheritance needs to be given to the right people. Aside from that, Amanah Raya appoint as trustee is responsible for carrying out the intention outlined in trust deed. Amanah Raya provide a variety trust account to suit a customer needs, include institutional trust, safe care trust, real estate, and welfare trust. Furthermore, Amanah Raya provide will service to both its Muslim and non-Muslim. Through its subsidiaries, Amanah Raya has advertised in a variety of business portfolio, include corporate trust, asset management, real estate investment fund. One of the application of Islamic estate planning tools in Amanah Raya Berhad is wasiat. Wasiat defined as connection referring to a good deeds performed during the deceased's lifetime for which he or she will continue to reap rewards after the death. It is transfer of property from one owner to another owner depend on the donor death or an act giving away one property during one lifetime but is take effect upon the giver death. According to Amanah Raya Berhad, Malaysian knowledge of the value of will is rather poor as indicated by the fact 90% of Malaysian currently lacks of will. To this acknowledge that many Malaysian lacks of motivation. However, Amanah draws no distinction between the change of Malaysian Muslim and non-Muslim living wasiat or wills. As a result, the quantity of wasiat produced by Muslim and retained by Amanah Raya Berhad may serve a good indicator of the Malaysian Muslim community's knowledge of the value of wasiat. Voluntary trust required of a transfer trust property from the donor's ownership in order to implement it in Amanah Raya Berhad. The beneficiary of the surrendered trust property shall be received it is according with the condition of the executed trust deed. The second type of trust is mandatory trust or known as involuntary trust, which means that the trust property is managed until it reaches maturity in accordance with trust document or orders issued by third parties such as small estate office order, high court order, compensation land, pension, labour office order or inheritance. The trust property will be administered to the beneficiary who are minors including those who are physically disabled until they reach the age 18 years old or 21 years old.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I will continue this presentation with the subtopic of Faraid, which is estate administration at Amanah Raya Berhad. So estate administration is defined as the process of allocating and managing the deceased estate and also clearing any liabilities and performing the allocating remaining asset to the legal beneficiaries. An estate administration process may take around 3 months until several years depending on the asset and also the possibility of disagreement between the beneficiaries. Under Section 17 of Public Trust Corporation Act 1995, the CEO of Amanah Raya Berhad is allowed to administer the estate that is movable property only, which is not exceeding 600,000 ringgit, and also have the power to grant the letter of administration to the beneficiaries. in the process of estate administration, the beneficiaries must provide some documents such as the death certificate, the identity card of the deceased, the marriage certificate, and also the details about the asset and liabilities of the deceased. The distribution of the estate to the beneficiaries is according to Faraid law for the Muslim and also the Distribution Act 1958 to the non-Muslim.
I will continue the presentation in explaining what is Amanah Raya Hibah. Amanah Raya Hibah is a contract or gift of ownership made by the donor to the hibah recipient with no expectation of repayment on the part of the donor. Amanah Raya has been appointed trustee of the hibah property under Surat Ikatan Hibah and Surat Ikatan Amanah for a specific time. Surat Ikatan Hibah is a trust deed between the donor and the hibah recipient, while Surat Ikatan Amanah is a trust deed between the hibah recipient and Amanah Raya. There are 4 conditions to become a donor based on the procedure practiced by Amanah Raya. First, the donor must be someone who has full ownership of the hibah property. Second, have the capacity to manage the property. Third, age 18 years and above. And lastly, not bankrupt and also not sick that can lead to death. And in addition, hibah made by non-Muslim are also allowed. On the other hand, the recipient of hibah can consist of anyone which is Muslim and non-Muslim who can own property, whether mukallaf or non-mukallaf. For those who are not mukallaf, the receipt of hibah property can be made by a wali, executor or guardian. And another condition, the hibah must be done with the knowledge of the hibah recipient, because one of the conditions of the hibah is that there is an agreement between the hibah and the hibah recipient as soon as acceptance is occurred. Next, we move to the advantages of using Amanah Raya Hibah. First, the donor can grant one or more recipient with asset as hibah. Second, the donor give asset as an offer of hibah to biological or adopted children. Third, hibah is an alternative solution to the division of asset among Muslim converts. Fourth, the provision of hibah allows spouses to give their possession to each other. Fifth, hibah does not form part of asset after demise. Sixth, assets that are gifted through the hibah cannot be claimed by other heirs. 7. The owner of property is still entitled to obtain the benefit of interest from asset given as hibah via Surat Ikatan Hibah Manfaat being signed.
Right, next we will go through to the next of Islamic estate planning, which is wakaf. Wakaf is a type of generous deed that lasts forever. It entails donating a fixed asset that can generate a profit or provide a benefit. The revenue or advantage is gained subsequently distributed to a certain group of people. Wakaf donations are often made in a form of structure, land or cash, with the no intention of returning the value obtained. The essential premise of wakaf is that the asset will be preserved in the whole. Communities may, for example, the use of wakaf land in a constructive way, such as producing crops on it. The land itself is preserved, allowing it to continue to benefit for the community for the future years. Next, we will go through to the process of the wakaf, which begins with the donor appointing a trustee via a trust deed. Then, the wakaf asset for the benefit of the named beneficiary will be then transferred from the donor to trustee, who will then sign the trust deed, allowing the trust to be established. Wakaf also had a lot of advantage for the community and for ourselves. The first is wakaf can improve our social skill and help with those who are in need. Wakaf can assist us in honing our social skill and interest. We learn to share and support those who are less fortunate. The second one, wakaf also teach us there is nothing lasts indefinitely, which means is wakaf teach us that our wealth has right that is belong to others. Wakaf is a way for us to invest for the afterlife by increasing the value of our life. The third one is our benefit will never stop flowing. From wakaf, we can learn that by the time we pass away, our recompense from wakaf has not ended. the reward will keep flowing as long as it continues to be valuable to people. We can be valuable to others indefinitely through wakaf. Next one is prevent social gap. Wakaf will be used for public needs in which people can get same benefits. Therefore, it can prevent the social gap among the community.
As in conclusion, we know that Amanah Raya Berhad is an important organisation in terms of estate planning, such as estate administration, trust management, and also will service. With 21 branches around Malaysia, Amanah Raya Berhad is the only organisation that been supervised by the Public Trust Corporation Act 1995. Overall, Amanah Raya Berhad has been successful in bringing Islamic planning tools to the society through innovative goods and services and operational excellence optimization. Thank you.